There's gonna be
The micro is gonna be feathered.
Yeah, but the micro is gonna be fully feathered, not partially feathered like I am.
But you don't know that.
Yeah, how do you know?
The concept art isn't even out for it yet.
We just know it's feathered.
What?
We just know it's gonna be tiny and feathered. We don't know how much.
I can confirm that the plasma dragon will not have feathers.
Dang.
Yes.
Cry.
That doesn't mean that a dragon of some other type might have
No
like,
more
feathered
discussion
wings,
of the
but the rest of
feathers.
it's scaled. Who knows? There's some really cool dragon concepts that have a scaled dragon, but the wings are feathered.
Like I was gonna say, like about the emote, the cooperative emote, like from Destiny 2, where you shake. No, not Destiny 2. Oh, can't remember what game, but you can Oh, Warframe. Two of you activate the handshake emote.
Bro, and like if you two activate it at the same time, you
has the
interact with each other.
handshake emote
Yes.
added, though. So the
And-
That would be cool if some animations
Like,
did that.
if for like
It'd
the
probably
Flame
cost more to do that
Stalker-
kind of thing, though.
For like the Flame Stalker, it's like something like breathing fire on the other.
Isn't that
Make
usually
it
a
fire
sign of
just
aggression?
That sounds more like an attack than an
Actually, you know what? Some animals in some fantasy stuff actually use like a light burst of fire to show affection. Because they're flame creatures. Their whole life is has everything to do with fire. So
they are communicating through flames.
Yeah.
Kind of like
essentially.
there's certain I can't remember which kind of animal it is, but they use their scent to
There's
more or less
actually
communicate.
a dragon that we haven't revealed yet, where when the male imprints on an egg, it's basically a death sentence, and then he starts to die.
Oh. Kind of like how
that is interesting.
Kind of like how.
I'm to be a salmon. Black
Widow.
Yeah, salmons.
What the hell? But think about it.
Is that what salmons do?
Well,
more or less.
Yeah,
the female
do that
salmon
and
do
they
at
die.
least.
Not that
female and
he'll
male die with salmon.
Oh,
They
yeah.
procreate
Octopus
and they
too?
die, so the babies have something to eat.
It's
Like
definitely-
octopus too,
spiders.
the female.
guys, it's definitely the lightning dragon.
I think it could even
But it
be. It
hasn't
could be
been
the plot
revealed,
twist.
so it's
It could
not
be the plot twist because it would be the behemoth or one of the
Wait.
one of the giants.
Oh,
Because
No,
the
he-
behemoth-
no,
No, he said it was one
Wait,
that wasn't
wait.
announced yet.
He said the behemoth. Well, the behemoth is a drake for one, and he just said dragon that he revealed yet.
Is the behemoth a drake, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
behemoth is
ice
Okay.
behemoth is a drake.
Ah, yes.
Not all behemoths are drakes.
Yeah, there's
The Kickstarter behemoth is a drake. Yes.
the ice drake.
There is I already confirmed a behemoth fire dragon.
Yep. I saw
that
that.
can fly.
That's
I-
people
Well,
were
that's a drake.
saying it. People were saying it's like similar. It's gonna be similar to death from How to Train Your Dragon.
Spoiler alert, a kid.
No, it's not a spoiler because people from the community were saying that. No one has confirmed or denied the fact it as fact or opinion.
You know, none of the naysayers ever made any comments about all the cool dragons that we've already revealed in Kickstarter.
Yeah.
I
course not.
I didn't get those designs off the marketplace, you know that.
Of course.
It's their loss.
Wait, I thought you were from the marketplace. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Where's the marketplace hamster?
Yeah.
Is the hamster dragon gonna be a marketplace ass?
No.
Take a hamster, put bat wings on it.
The devster dragon.
The best thing will be the moment when everything turns and they will start to glorify that game because of how well it made or went out. At the end. But and
until
then
they see
they
the
will be the
justification.
brave one and the good one.
Their shape.
Until they find out about the defecation system Joe added to the game.
Oh no.
Are you pitching
Guys,
on
I just posted in the voice to no mic. I found his hamsters.
Oh my god.
Oh heck.
You can't reveal a company secret like that.
Oh, sorry.
doxing its hamster.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
The Pikachu one is confusing me.
Oh no.
Sorry, I posted the April Fool's joke. I'm sorry.
That'd be nice.
All the dragons will become these.
But, you know what? I have a question. Will there ever be a normal ice dragon?
Define normal.
Yeah.
Is it not the Drake?
Yeah, not a behemoth, not a drake, an ice dragon, just a regular ice dragon.
Or an ice wyvern.
Or ice
So there's fire, ice, plasma, acid, and lightning. And I have 30 dragon designs.
Be cool to see some shadow dragon.
I'm so stupid.
The odds of one of them being an ice dragon is high, in other words.
No, let me think.
I will literally throw money for that dragon.
You
Hey,
already
guys, what if for an April Fool's joke? How about for April Fool's, instead of the acid dragon spitting acid, it spits like acid where you get high in the game?
Like LSD?
Your screen just goes all psychedelic and all that.
Oh my god.
I can just stare at the pretty aurora borealis in the skies and get high.
But if a regular ice dragon does get made, that I'm never playing any other dragon ever again.
I haven't even chosen.
Or
if you guys think that the fire dragon is cool, the flame stalker, they're all going to be just as cool. So you're all going to have a really hard time trying to figure out which one you want to main. They're all going to be really cool.
Ooh, a funny little.
I can't wait to see the plasma.
A funny little thing for an April Fool's prank would be for instead of blowing fire, you blow bubbles.
Oh my god.
That might be, you know, we were talking about doing like holiday events, so maybe for like our birthday, you know, maybe we would do like a bubble blowing
confetti.
They spit out fireworks.
That'd be cool.
Confetti breath weapon.
How about confetti then? Fireworks.
I'm never playing another game again.
I just figured J.O. put it out that quite directly. I guess, or I assume that we get 6 dragons, ever. This will be drakes, dragons, wyverns in each element, because there will be 30 dragons in total, maybe. So 6 of every single kind: ice, fire, acid, lightning, plasma.
Ooh, I will neither confirm nor deny that.
Ooh!
the magical dev words that don't help anything.
I am a person of balance.
You like even numbers too.
There's only 5.
I see.
Dude, who doesn't like even numbers? I start twitching if stuff isn't even.
How about prime?
That's because
I actually like odd numbers better, but
the thing is with the odd numbers is you know where the center is.
The odd numbers are useless though.
Oh my god.
yeah, odd numbers have a center.
Even numbers don't.
It's true.
If you use decimals, even numbers do have a center.
All these squares have a circle.
See, the base for all numbers is an odd number. It's 1.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
Stop flexing your neurological muscles at me, please.
All these squares make a
even
circle.
Numbers, you know, even numbers are only divisible by even number. Like, you know, everything's divisible by 1. So
you can't divide by 0.
I got numbers.
Element.
1 can't be divided by 0.
Regarding the Flamestalker's name, Unka, could you actually be a little bit more precise how this or who came up with the name and what was the inspiration for these 4 letters?
That's what it's called on the Unreal Engine
marketplace asset.
Oh, so we're just taking that as a placeholder name, or will it be just?
Yeah,
nope, that's what
the placeholder.
Yeah, Anka is the Unreal Marketplace dragon that we're using as a placeholder. The Flamestalker is the actual name of our fire dragon that we've revealed. It's not the only dragon that we'll have that breathes fire, but the Flame Stalker, its special ability is its thermal sense, so it can track heat signatures. You know, so.
So
It
hence
will
Flame
be
Stalker.
very, very useful for finding and hunting down plasma dragons, which we haven't revealed their name yet.
This is so cool.
Wait.
But the fire.
Oh my god.
Oh, so bright.
The background turned white. I think my game crashed.
No, it became daytime all of a sudden.
J.O. wasn't done yet. J.O. wasn't done yet, please.
Sorry.
Well, the three that are in there, they're all paper, rock, scissors. So I'll let you figure out who is the paper, the rock, or and the scissors.
The Flame Stalker's obviously.
Yeah, J.O., do you think there'll be type advantages to the fire or ice webs or whatever?
Everything, every advantage in the game will have an equally potent disadvantage. So there's not going to be anything in the game that everybody is going to play just because it's the best. You're going to have to, you know
your
some
strengths
dragons
and weaknesses.
might be better for fighting AI. Some might be better for fighting elementals. Others might be better for group play. Others might be better for solo play.
And this is what J.O. meant by developing the game. This is what time went into these 2 years long.
You said that we'll only have be able to like grow and use one like we can. It's only one dragon, and then you only have one dragon to use. You can't.
You only
grow,
have
like,
one.
multiple dragons,
You only have
right?
one character at a time. So
you can't like
for you to
grow
play
up multiple.
For you to play like an elemental, your dragon has to die.
Oh, the decision
Well,
in this game.
Sacrifice.
Actually, I was thinking more grow a plasma dragon and then switch to a fire dragon for later situations. I can't grow him and then have two dragons alive.
The only way you're gonna be able to do that is to have more than one Steam account.
Okay.
Well, I better buy another copy.
Families here, no.
I was just wondering because of the whole type advantage thing. So like you have to choose carefully.
And I know this hasn't been said, but the dragons would be able to basically group with other types of dragons.
Yeah, there's no restriction on dragon. Any dragon can group with another dragon. You just can't group with elemental.
So what's the main issue that would
there's
be
there's
for
no
having multiple
fire.
dragons?
Say that question again?
I don't understand the question.
Or what is the or what's the reasoning for having one dragon? I'm just curious.
I still don't understand.
One dragon.
He wants to know
why you can't have
only allowed
multiple
one
characters.
slot.
It's the main reason for that is because what happens in these types of games is that somebody will see a raid coming, and so they just log off and then they log on another character, or they will grow a spy and go spy, and then they have their dragon logged off in this area, and then they just log that one off and then log the other one back on, or they play dirty and they pretend to be your friend and they're in your clan, and then they log that one off and then they log their other one in and they help raid your clan, and there's just so much cheap play that comes with having multiple characters in a game like this, and it's still going to happen. People are going to buy multiple copies of the game with multiple Steam accounts. They're still going to do it, but at least it's going to be a little harder. I'm not just going to let them do that. So I think it's best if I try to make it to where you only have one character. So
you don't want anyone to be a one-man army. I like that.
Versions of the game open.
Here's one other thing I'm curious about though. Will we be seeing the Easter noodles?
Oh yeah.
Didn't Gina mention earlier that they might be making a lung dragon? So
Well,
I want Easter noodle.
Asian dragons, most of the depictions have them using orbs in both forearms to fly.
Dragon that grows longer, the older it is. It doesn't get bigger by scale. It just grows like a snake.
Do you want to have the Jungle Book effect with a python waddling around every single tree?
Be the Pookie babies.
Pookie babies. Oh, speaking of Pookie, has he been redrawn?
Oh
That's what
yeah.
I want to know.
I'm curious.
You guys have not seen Pookie yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so he has been revamped?
Most likely from that, either that or the Pookie we've known is a liar.
The Pookie we've known is a sham. It did not. It never.
He's the real scam.
Yeah,
He's
he's the leader of the entire
scam.
scam.
The real Pookie yet.
Well,
Can that be the next reveal, please?
No, this is one of the bigger ones.
Damn it.
At least you tried.
We gotta find out what Pookie looks like.
I tried for you guys. I didn't succeed.
I like the way it is right now because you're getting excited every single week with something new.
I think the next reveal is going to be some more baby food because
that's good. That's good.
We hear a lot about people wanting to know what the baby dragons are going to eat, and so we showed you guys one of the creatures that they'll eat, and all the baby food it's not going to be something Mother would recommend. Maybe Mother would rather kill it for the baby because it might have adverse effects on the baby, but it's not, every baby is going to be able, there's going to be food available for it, but it's not going to necessarily be risk free. So.
I mean, biting it does look like it's gonna give you a nice jab to the roof of your mouth, so.
Yeah, I like how the
imagine like
freaking
little
everybody
lion cubs.
The crab, the crab AI looks like it would bash your face in.
Yes, the crab, the crabby thing,
the cactus crab.
Biting it.
Prickly crab.
Biting it's not the best way to kill it. It's better to just breathe fire on it and kill it that way.
Ooh, cooked
babies,
crab.
Since babies can't breathe fire, they have to bite it to eat it, to kill and eat it. So it's best if mommy just breathes fire on it and kills it for the baby to eat, than the baby actually biting it to kill it and eat it.
Mother-child interaction.
So if you did try to bite the cactus crab, would you take damage?
Of course. It has spikes.
In one form or another, yes.
It's also got boxing gloves for hands, essentially.
It'll give you a wicked.
I do have a question.
You will be able to. A fresh hatchling will be able to solo it, but things will get very interesting if you soloed the crab for food and somebody watched you solo it and decides to attack you, to take you and the crab as food, because then at that point you would have a very hard time killing the person trying, ambushing you. So like I said, it's best to have mommy just breathe fire on it and kill it, and then you don't have nothing to worry about.
This is true nature.
But since this is a multiplayer game, we won't have a mommy.
How do you know that?
Not until a few players are actually grown.
Yeah.
Because like if everybody hops on at the same time during launch when it's like more public, then there won't be any mommies.
Well, unless the admins grow, unless the
like the question,
survival of the
what
fittest.
came first, the dragon or the egg?
The dragon was poofed into existence by whatever.
The egg.
No.
A mother abandoned
by
it.
the Pookie.
There you go.
I actually have a question because you mentioned it's one dragon per server, right? That's what you mean, or is it one dragon per account? Per server. Okay, I was just wondering.
Yeah, I got a question. When will saving be in the game? Like you can save your own dragon.
Oh, that's actually a very important question.
Like persistence.
Server persistence will be in at some point during beta.
Assume
Do you
later
mean the
than
beta we're in
I think he
now,
means
or
sometimes before
No,
early
no,
access.
Beta.
Sometime, yeah, this beta access thing we're doing, this beta phase, it will be in before early access.
Thank you.
Okay.
I was worried about that for a moment there.
So will combat.
So I have a question. I don't know if it's been answered yet, but it's about the hybrids. So I know you only get the chance to be in a hybrid. Is it only once, or can you die and then respawn again back as the hybrid? Or is it you only get one hybrid, and if it dies, then that's it, kind of?
That would not be very nice of us to give you guys just one hybrid.
Okay.
That's a hybrid. No way. You
No,
can pick it again.
you can if you can play a hybrid, and that can be the only you can die as every time you die you can just respawn back in as the same as the hybrid baby all over again. So
What about the
the
behemoth?
nice thing about the hybrid, every time you respawn, you might be you might have a different element. You might be fire, it might be lightning.
Well, I know what I'm meaning. That's for
You don't know
sure.
who your parents are, so.
Why is one of the plasmids jumping higher than the other ones?
But like the exclusive dragons that we got, or the dragons we unlock, they're not gonna have. I'm pretty sure most of all of them except for the elemental, you're gonna be able to select as your dragon as many times as you want because they're your dragons to select.
You paid for them on the Kickstarter. You keep them.
So all the exclusives have unlimited. The other dragons, like, I doubt it. It's a very low chance that they would have like only one use and you have to unlock them again, or you can't use them ever again. It would limit the game.
There's no dragons that are one off and then you never get to use them again. The elemental if you die as an elemental, the elemental slot is grayed out. You can't select it until you unlock it again, and you won't even know if you've unlocked it until your dragon dies, and then you say, "Oh look, I can select the elemental."
And then
Time to go die.
Then we have to data dive and find out what.
Is that gonna be possible?
Yes.
I figure eventually people will figure it out.
Interview that that's what one of the interviews was about. Eventually, people, after unlocking the elemental a couple of times, people will eventually figure out what actually unlocks it.
Well, they should use but this is the fun part about the game, not knowing everything.
Yeah, I agree.
I prefer games.
Part of the game.
I prefer games that have don't tell you everything.
Well, there's things that you guys don't even know about.
The game was a scam all along?
Like, you gotta give us some more information. I'm like, I can't. I'm not telling you all the information.
It's like, I do what I want!
Just give us the whole spreadsheet of everything that's ever gonna come out and everything that's popping into your head.
For what reason?
Then the game would not be fun.
Indeed.
Just tell us the ideas you've thought up so far. We'll see if they're actually there.
This is the most exciting hunt so far.
I like having just little bits every now and then.
We're gonna be hunting every little secret.
I wouldn't mind like little secret sneak peeks where it's just the dragon hidden within shrubbery or something. You're barely able to see it.
Oh my gosh! No, don't
Just a
give him
bush
ideas.
with eyes.
Or like
That's our concept.
Or like
Don't
it
give him
barely
ideas.
opens
No.
You've definitely got a special place reserved in the afterlife to torture everybody else who comes down there.
I just have ideas for like little sneak peeks that
you
like,
will be a
before
torturer, not a
actually
doom soul.
showing, it would be just a little thing to get excitement out.
The heck?
I have a question, but I should probably wait for the official dev Q&A before I ask it, because it's kind of long.
Long question.
Boy, I probably
Well,
won't
it's not
do
that long.
another I probably won't do another Q&A until early access because I got work to do. That takes
Wait,
way
aren't
too
you
much
technically
of my
doing
time.
one now?
No, I was I'm like, I should be polite. I shouldn't ask my question here, but everybody else is.
All right, listen here, you. He wouldn't have realized, except now you've said something. God damn it.
Excuse me.
Now he's gonna leave, saying, "Damn it, I was doing a Q&A.
I got work to do.
I got work to do. I
I
don't
do
have
have
time for
work
this
to
Q&A."
do, but I'm so tired right now that
Well, go to sleep,
probably
man.
not gonna put this patch out till tomorrow because it's not polished.
Just got.
Wait, we're gonna get the patch tomorrow?
The Unca patch.
Maybe.
I was gonna put it out today, but I'm getting really tired. It's like, you know, all the lack of sleep last week and all the stress, and now it's like it's all
Now you
catching
gotta
up. And
play
it's
catch
like,
up.
yeah, we play sleep catch up.
Oh yes,
Go
this
to
is
bed.
the unluckiest play.
Well, at least now you can actually get some time to sleep.
Don't worry, you definitely got us in here that just want to support you, that's for sure. So if you ever need a pick me up, just come in here and you'll definitely find someone ready just to say, get some rest or look after yourself, and we all support you, Jo.
Yeah, Jo, get some sleep.
I'm fully willing to be banned again with it.
See, when everybody encourages him to get to sleep, I feel like I have to be the one to say no.
Sleep is for the weak.
I think what's more fun for Jay right now is the good conversation. Sleeping is also important.
Apparently, because if left already.
Nice to talk to people again who enjoy and are looking forward to the game.
Oh, you know
Oh
what?
yeah, I cannot wait for the game.
I don't think I've ever said this in a public forum. Like, I haven't talked to this until I haven't been in this chat till like yesterday and the day before that. But I've been waiting for a game like this ever since I first played Spyro when it was on the PS2.
Oh, I know how you feel.
I mean,
it was PS1, bro. PS1.
PS1.
PS1 is where I played it, yeah.
Yeah, well, excuse me, but Spyro only came out on PS2.
No, it came on PS1. The first one did.
PS1. Well, maybe it was PS1.
Just
Was your console gray or black?
Listen.
Hold on, somebody's asking me something.
I said, wait until the patch is to how you like it. Don't worry about everyone else. It's how you like and how you think that's a good patch and this is how I want it, then I'll release it. Don't worry about anyone else. It's entirely up to you. I mean, you can release the tiniest update in the world and we wouldn't care. As long as you go at your own pace, then that's all it is to you. You don't need to prove anything.
Yes, and that's definitely how I'm going to be. The optimizations, you know, I released those. Those were just one-day things. This one, I should have had this one done today, but I'm just tired. I mean, I'm drained. So I got some good sleep last night, so that helped me a lot. Going to get me some good sleep tonight too.
Yay. Well, I hope you do get a good night's sleep.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
You do deserve a good night's sleep.
Sleep for 12 hours.
Think about how long he's been fighting already. This, the whole fact alone, how long this man had to endure such torture.
Yeah, no, that should never have happened in my opinion.
That was pretty
uncalled for.
Unnecessary.
You know
That's
what,
my
Ryan?
Really.
We need some good music.
Do we need to cue that Aristocat music again?
We don't have. You can if you want, but we don't have a conga line.
I went from I need 12k to replace the 3 Dragon marketplace so that I have something to, you know, something custom in my game to. Why isn't this game done yet? Here's game.
It just started.
It just started development.
We gave you 500k, and says the person that didn't even pledge.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Listen, I gave up my money. I don't care if I got anything out of it. I was hopeful, and it paid off.
2 weeks of eating ramen was worth it.
I tell you, when we get that music soundtrack, you guys are gonna be like, wow. I mean, I've heard some of it. It is so good, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how many of you are like lovers of fine music, but I love good
Halo is my
music.
music right
good
there.
string. A good string ensemble.
Good
So good.
music sets the atmosphere.
54 instruments, professional orchestra. It's
Philharmonics Orchestra, Two Steps from Hell. Oh yeah.
Jesus.
No one will get access to
As
it.
someone who was forced to play violin from the age of 7 to 16 and has been in choir for almost 10 years, I appreciate a good tune. I am very excited.
And
I like live.
in my
orchestras.
school, in high school, I had to go to choir. Like they made us do choir.
Now, is this music if it talks to your heart?
Now, is
Do
all
what?
this music ambient, or will it be triggered by certain events that happen in game?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
It's for us to find out.
Some of the music is themed. You can look at the name of the soundtrack and it kind of tells you when you might hear it queued up.
Oh.
The game, there's not going to be like music playing constantly in the background. You'll go into an area and then the music will start, or something will happen and music will start. So
Would that be like kind of like how the name of First Flight is, where you first take off after hitting the growth spurt? Or
Possibly.
Glorious moment too.
Maybe.
I mean, that would be how it works.
Music in there.
First flight, it only starts playing after your third flight.
It starts playing after your first crash.
Hey, J.O.
I mean, how epic and beautiful it, I mean, just think of it. You know, you finally hit 0.5, you hit that F button, you take off, and then the music starts playing.
Then you unlock an achievement that says First Flight.
That sounds amazing.
That's actually an achievement idea right there. That could work.
There you go.
It's almost 6 a.m. here and I'm not tired because this conversation is so exciting. For real.
I'm out of stamina.
You catch Joe in a voice call when he's in a good mood, and it's very easy to get excited.
Yes.
I'm always
I've
energetic.
got a small idea. I've got a bit of a small
Yes,
idea.
Crystalline, I've noticed that you're very night.
If
I'm
Pookie
very what?
moves around and all that,
Energetic.
could there be music that like cues when Pookie is nearby?
There is.
Like if you're just flying around and just
There is one.
like like if Pookie moves around the desert and everything, you're just flying along and all of a sudden the music starts to cue
The song's called Dangerous Dunes.
Look behind you, and there's a giant claw.
Oh, whenever Pookie looks at you, you just hear Sauron's voice go, "I see you."
that would actually be epic.
I would love special interaction whenever something, well, unusual will happen. You get a special song, sound effect, song, whatever, so you get it, you hear something, but you don't know where it came from, and so you have to find out where was the, where the source in your area is.
Unless it's flying up and bringing you out of the sky.
I'll be honest.
I failed to push it to its limits.
I'd be terrified though if there was suspenseful music out in the sands. You don't know what's going on, and all of a sudden you see Pookie leap out of the ground trying to snatch you.
It's like,
from the sand.
Yeah, that.
That'd be
As long as
horrifying.
it's not like Skyrim where the music tips you off that something aggroed on you.
Yes.
Never
Or
mind.
it can be it tips you off to the point where you look behind you and it's just to bite you.
Cinematic is not my way to go.
Did your computer hate
Yeah,
you?
I'm looking forward to the AI. It's starting off. It's going to be simple. I've had, people have been talking about a programmer. I might get I might hire a guy to program the AI for the game. I had somebody already reached out to me from Ubisoft, so
Oh.
That would let you
Oh, right,
instead
I was
focus on
remember that.
other things.
yeah. So I want the AI to be really good. So I'm willing to get a somebody that does AI to do the AI in the game.
Like an
Don't
AI
settle
thing.
for Arc AI. It has to be better than that, okay?
Just make sure it's not whoever did the AI in Breakpoint.
Oh, Breakpoint! Don't start with this one.
You mean like the elite wolves that you can snipe at from a distance and they don't even shoot at you?
Those ones.
Yeah, I've already played that game.
Oh. What type of score would you give that game? Your personal own score?
I got to the tutorial. I haven't touched it since. I'm gonna wait for it.
So -1 out of 10.
Not applicable.
Give it a 0.
Just finish the tutorial. Nothing else. Like I've seen everything.
I mean, like,
Everything I need to know, I'm done with.
Screw this. I'm going back to Spore.
I have more fun arguing with trolls on Discord than playing.
Oh,
yeah. That's low.
Well,
Shots fired.
Breakpoint is burning right now.
So, any plans about that acid spitter? What's going on?
Oh yes, the pre-order.
Don't say that around Eagle.
Hey,
You said after the insomnia video.
Still have not made a decision yet.
Okie dokie.
I'm so
Move
close
on
to
before
that.
Eagle gets Eagle's gonna flip out.
Yeah,
so close to it.
Crystalline Eagle's like foaming at the mouth for this thing. So
I know. If we announce pre-order anytime soon, it's just we have to wait for things to cool down a little bit.
It's true.
might be a good idea.
Well, that's the only right idea right now. If they do it that fast, people will just hop on the train again and say, "Oh, there he goes again with his plan of scamming."
Don't do it. Don't buy it.
Yes.
It's just bait. He's just trying to bait you in.
Yes, he just needs even more money for his summer villa in some island.
I changed it over to higher quality graphics.
A developer who needs money to make a game? Wow, never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know any. I don't know any
Supposed to
games
be magically
that need
finished,
money.
and then you just buy the finished product right away, right?
Money just grows on trees.
Actually, these games just fall from heaven. Done, finished, polished, everything.
You see, Elder Scrolls 6 has taken 13 years because it's so easy they just get bored.
I like how that most studios have like 40 devs and it takes 5 years, but everybody expects little old me to have the whole game done in 3 weeks.
Well, come on, Jo. That's not totally unreasonable, is it? You know, just getting 30 dragons, all the AI, all the animation, every single piece of code in, even when you didn't even have half of your freaking budget.
And the
not even 2
animators
weeks ago.
And
People wanted the game. They're like, show us the game. Show us the game. It's like, what do you think I've been doing the whole Kickstarter? This whole thing was about raising $12,000. It wasn't about raising $500,000 and becoming a AAA studio. Give me a break.
That's true.
$500,000 ain't gonna buy a AAA studio.
No.
Well, people think it will.
Oh,
People are expecting a AAA game now.
So. Yeah, people think a lot of things,
but I'm gonna make the game that I set out to make. It might not be AAA, it might only be single A, but it's gonna have really good looking models and it's gonna play well.
You got some top-notch artists on it.
Everything what it needs to be a top game, basically.
To be frank, it's a very simple gaming concept. It's literally, it's simple.
Don't say that.
So I'm not saying that offensively. I mean, it's a very simple concept, and often games that are simple are really, really good because they're not overly complex, like say Ark or something like that. Where it's got too much in it. But this is easy, and I don't think it's gonna be like too difficult to make it, honestly.
Well, but I wouldn't say that it's that.
Depends on what he has planned for all
I think
That
it
is
is
true.
complicated.
I'm
We
just
just
saying
don't
this
see
as an
everything.
IO clone, which I know it's definitely gonna be more as.
Hey,
like
for one,
more
I think
than,
I'm glad
not
there's no
as.
humans in this. I
Exactly.
will say, I am freaking ecstatic over that.
Me too.
I'm
Yeah,
perfectly
finally, right?
You've seen what they did to our Discord. Why would I want them in my game?
That's true.
He's right, you know.
I feel attacked.
Yeah, because everyone knows what's sitting behind every person's mic is a scaly beast with sharp teeth and ready to breathe fire.
Damn straight.
How did you know?
He found out shit.
The truth has been revealed.
Wait, they figured out what the cult we are?
Wait, wait, there's a cult? Do you have references?
We're all a bunch of Cthulhu's.
Oh god, no.
Oh gosh, I can only a mod put into this game. Everybody's Cthulhu.
Was that a Murloc?
Now I have to regrow.
No, wait. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. We'll make one of the elementals in a mod Cthulhu. And then you have to fight Cthulhu.
I don't want to fight Cthulhu. Cthulhu's scary.
So there's people in this channel recording me.
Oh.
No, I mean I reckon there's people in here recording.
We're not posting you.
What I don't understand is how.
Like I said in game chat, I know
It's for personal use only.
videos anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Go live.
I'm kidding.
No matter what, you'll
I don't know
probably.
why, but it made it sound even creepier when you
When
said
they
the
see me,
person
when they see me in the voice channel, they come in here to record, and they try to clip out what I say and send it to people. So.
Don't have you anything better to do than this? Than disturb this man having a little peace here? Is there nothing else in life for you?
Obviously, they're here, aren't they?
Well, I'm just asking questions for them to question themselves.
I know.
They could be bots. They might not answer.
Could be bots.
Hey, I found the original demo Oasis. Finally.
Did you find an oasis that isn't part of the 3 oases?
I'm currently searching.
I think so.
Where are you at? Do,
No
do slash
way.
me.
I highly doubt it.
Do
He
slash
literally spent an hour this
If I-
afternoon looking for it.
No, it's probably
If
part
I-
of the 3. It's probably part of the 3. I'm at the Oasis that was on the very first ever YouTube video of Day of Dragons.
That's the
From
fun
who?
From Anthomnia.
slash location.
Is that this one?
You know
Are you streaming?
Yeah,
your stuff, eh?
I'm right here by a big blue wyvern with red horns.
I'm pretty
I'm a purple little plasma dragon.
You're swimming, right?
Yep. I'm
Okay,
swimming.
I'm watching your stream.
Yeah, I'm watching it as well.
What's the place look like?
I've been there before. Yeah, that's by the portal.
Oh, is that Portal Pond?
Yeah, it's Portal Pond.
Oh my god, you just got me so
I haven't
freaking
seen.
scared.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen anyone else. I haven't seen anyone else who went live go here.
That's what? That's like.
Well, it's the pretty portal.
That's like the most popular pond.
Yeah,
Just
well,
'cause it's next to the
I've
portal.
I've only seen it on the first Anthomnia video where I first found out about Day of Dragons when the Kickstarter was at 250,000, and so I found it in game now. I didn't know if anyone else had been here aside from the people that were here.
The reason I reacted
I was gonna say,
is
wasn't
that
one of
there
the-
might be a 4th pond. Cause
Yes.
But
I was there when Jo said, "I will neither confirm nor deny another pond."
I thought one of the stress test pictures
I was
was
actually
taken near that
watching
pond.
I was actually
Like
watching.
there was like 10 billion waffles
for
there.
humans.
That's not what.
When
The one-
said that.
The one who's streaming,
Yeah.
are you owning the RTX 2080?
Hmm? Yeah, I opened the RTX 2080.
Yes, I can see the difference in this stream right now. This thing is
Well,
crisp.
Like, look how look how shiny those scales are.
Yes, they're so good.
Cards of Beast, yeah.
Oh gosh, I tuned into
you
your
can-
stream real quick and I instantly saw a wyvern butt.
You like what you see?
Shake that booty.
Yes, I finally got the blaze skin.
Like big butts and I cannot lie.
Howdy.
Yes.
I hope for Jahao and Simon Chalinsky that this project is actually the most entertaining and fun
Hey,
to work
big
on.
purple one, are you my daddy? Look at those big old green eyes.
I made a fire now. Yay!
Oh no!
Regarding Jahao's work and Simon Chalinsky's, do they mention that they like to work on this, or do they have special parts which they like the most to work on? For example, like the elemental would be the essential best thing for Jahao.
Well, these are my video settings right now.
Ah, everybody's squishing me.
Well, that's high.
165 FPS.
Are you like the minuscule?
No, you see, Jahao is actually in a basement, chained to a table with only art supplies right now.
We give him a sleeve of saltines once a day.
Guys,
You can eat
whoever's watching my video, look at the blue plasma. Look how detailed the scales are.
Yes. Well, you have a hell of a beast of a computer right now, I can guess.
Wait, are you the little purple one?
It should, yeah, I'm the little purple one, and I'm closely examining this these crystal-like scales for the blue plasma.
That's my Durgan.
Crystalline is watching the crystal scales.
It wouldn't have been watching this too.
That's my Durgan.
How do you screenshot?
F10 F12, excuse me. Sorry.
You do F12, or you can hold window and print screen.
Yep. But this is not even recommended in Steam because it just gives you a black screen.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So Strafe, did you get the game now then, or what?
It's an anonymous very, very kind person who asked me not to reveal their name. Gave me a beta code because they didn't have anyone. Yeah, beta key, because they couldn't get rid of their extras, and no one they asked wanted them.
Well, I mean that's cool. Man, I bet a bunch of other people were wishing they found him.
Well,
who's it?
I don't want it. I didn't find anybody. They found me, and I'm very grateful that they offered their beta key to me.
Beta.
You were mentioning how much you paid for the computer.
2,700.
What? Price with my $1,300 computer.
3K. Ooh.
Yes, nearly 3,000. If I wanted to get a better processor, it would have been 3K.
What processor did you go with?
I went
You have
with
a NASA computer.
No, I went with the ever so popular to fizzle out 9700K.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry too.
You shouldn't want that 8700K.
You paid $2,000 more than what I did for the computer that I have.
Like,
so did you get a pre-built or what?
No, dude, I got part by part.
You have a 2080 Ti or what?
No, I have a 2080 because the price versus the performance difference wasn't worth it.
So how did you spend $2,700?
That's how much all the parts that I did buy.
What else did you buy? Because like, is that including like peripherals as well, or
no?
Because I'm trying to think like.
I bought a $100-something case. I bought a RTX 2080, right at standard Asus.
So it's like $750 right there, 750 to 800.
And then
i7's roughly 4 something or other.
I
so
bought
12.
two 8GB RAM sticks
so
for RGB, and then
I
have
80,
6
90,
fans.
so.
I have 6 fans in them, 5 of which are RGB. And I have.
Are they Corsair fans or?
Yes, they're Corsair fans.
Are they the LL120s?
I don't know. I have a Asus ROG Strix motherboard, which is like one of their top models. It's the